Hi, it's Michael. Generally speaking, the human understanding of love is that it is something that can be either regulated or directed or awarded, given out in certain amounts of measure. For example, my mother loves me more than my brother, or I love him more than I love myself, or how can I love the violent guy who beat up my son, or how can I love the drunk driver who ran over my daughter, and so on and so on. If we use a symbolic imagery, so the human understanding of love is like watering a garden, having a garden hose and pointing the water flow at things we like in the garden, at the plants, while avoiding the weeds. And this plant will get more water, this plant will get less water, and so on. This is, of course, a mistake, an ignorance of how love actually is. It is said that love actually is a quality of the source of life, of divinity, or it could be said a radiance. And because it comes from the source of life, from the essence of life, it is not ours to control, to regulate, to direct. We can't do it because it's not ours. At the same time, we as manifested people in this world, we do function as channels for love in this world. And the amount of love, so to speak, the strength of the radiance of love we are able to channel in this world is directly proportionate to our spiritual evolvement, to our positivity. If we are a little bit positive, then the radiance comes through us as a dim light. If we are more positive, the radiance comes through us as more and more life. And if we are really super positive, as the Buddha was, as the Christ was, then the radiance of love comes through us as a blinding, beautiful light. And this radiance brings joy, peace, love, of course, bliss, and beyond. So as just mentioned, while we cannot direct it and regulate it, we do have a role in channeling it. And so if we say, and this frequently is asked as a question, how can I love a violent person? How can I love a destructive person? How can I love somebody who takes pleasure in torturing others? This is using the emotional love, the emotional liking, the emotional understanding of it. Actually, what happens is, as the radiance of love comes through us, it automatically adjusts our attitude to match its strength. So if the radiance of love comes through us as a dim light, because we allow it to come through as a dim light only, then we are susceptible to being emotionally swayed by destructive people, by negative events, by disasters, and then we have a problem with love, with lovingness, with loving. At the same time, if the love comes through us as a strong, beautiful, could be such a blinding light, but positively blinding light, then it is so strong that it, as Dr. David Hawkins said, it recontextualizes everything for us, and then we don't judge. Something violent happens, we are attacked violently, or our property is attacked violently, we don't react emotionally, we observe it with detachment, and thus we don't fall into the game of how can I love him, or how can I love her, or how can I love it. As Dr. David Hawkins said, that is an ego game. To go beyond the ego, we need to live in awareness and with detachment, and the stronger the radiance of love shines through us, the stronger this detachment is in us. Automatically, we don't have to do anything, and actually we cannot do anything. If we could do something about it, it means that our ego would be involved, that our ego would be the actioner, and that would automatically throw wrench in the radiance of love. So again, it's not that we are doing something, it is that something is done through us, automatically, spontaneously. So, because most of us are not at the level of Jesus Christ or the Buddha or Krishna, most of us are somewhere in the range of somewhat dim light, we are somewhat, to whatever degree, susceptible to emotionalizing things. So here comes the advice and spiritual recommendation of all spiritual teachers: don't judge, just observe with detachments. Don't get sucked into things emotionally. As soon as you start judging, as soon as you start making opinions, then you get in the way of love, of the radiance of love, and then it's not available to you. It's not that it's available to you and not available to somebody else. For example, I love myself, but I cannot really love my ex because my ex is an SOB. It's not like that. It doesn't work like that. Either I am loving, I am in the flow of love, or I am not. Either I am or I am not. If I am not in the flow of love, so I cannot look at my ex with lovingness, then I am not flow in love to regard myself with lovingness either. The radiance of divinity either comes through us or doesn't. It's not that it would come through us for this and not for that. It comes through us automatically, again, depending on our commitment to it, on our alignment with it. When we align, as Dr. David Hawkins said, when we align ourselves with the qualities of divinity, understanding, peace, compassion, patience, gentleness, and so on, then we automatically start allowing the radiance of love to come through us, and then on our behalf it starts, could be said, adjusting our universe, recontextualizing our universe, so we are more healthy, more peaceful, more joyful, and we live with joy and appreciation. And that's it for this talk. If there are any questions or comments, they can be left below the video. Wishing you a healthy and joyful life. Michael out.